Welcome to Scentonomics. If there is one fragrance that epitomizes the well-dressed man, it would be none other than Creed's Green Irish Tweed. It has stood the test of time and has always remained at the top of its game. It is both timeless and classic, and is in a class all of its own. Sure, there have been many imitators, but none have come even close to topping the original. It is truly one of a kind. Green Irish Tweed was launched in 1985 and was created by Olivier Creed, the sixth generation. This scent was reportedly created for the actor Cary Grant. Whether or not that is true, I can't really say, but what I can say is that this is a fantastic fragrance that I have come to love immensely. Green Irish Tweed by Creed is a classic fougere fragrance, one of the signature scents of the House of Creed. This walk through the Irish countryside is a favorite of many celebrities, or at least that's what Creed would like us to believe. It retails the 30 ml for about $185, the 75 ml for $305, the 120 ml for $370, the 250 ml flacon for $495, the 500 ml flacon for $750. So that was a brief introduction of Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Now we'll move on to the presentation. So in terms of the presentation, Green Irish Tweed comes in the typical Creed box, and it has Green Irish Tweed written in the front, the golden Creed crest on the top, Creed written at the bottom. Here you have the batch number or the lot number on the bottom of the bottle. So overall, this part right here, where my thumb is this is velvety, so that feels nice, I guess, and it's a good box overall. On the inside, the box does have a little bit of support. The bottle has a little bit of support to protect the bottle, and as you can see that it is a little thick compared to all the other boxes of other colognes that aren't as protective of their bottles. So Green Irish Tweed comes in this really nice black bottle, and the 4 ounce is the only one that comes like this. It has Creed inscribed on the top right here, and the cap also has the Creed crest. And so basically, this bottle is really beautiful in my opinion. I think it's one of the better looking Creed bottles, and the reason why I think that is because it's nicely done, and the whole black thing, I think that's totally makes it stand out. It's like one of those cool looking bottles. So the atomizer for Creed is a great atomizer, and it works really good, just as any Creed atomizer does. The distribution is excellent. And one other thing I wanted to point out is that underneath, if you lift the cap off of the atomizer, you will see that there is a white ring around the fragrance, around the little tube. And so that white ring is basically a way to see whether your Creed is authentic or not. And so I think, in this case, obviously mine is, but sometimes they sell fakes. This is one of the most imitated fragrances in the market. So, just be careful. Also, if you want to check whether your bottle is real or if it's a fake, is also to go to one of those websites like cosmeticscheck.net or whatever it is. And, those things can be Googled. And enter a batch number, and that'll tell you the year when it was manufactured. I guess somebody might put in the comments that, sometimes the fakes, they can be also fake, like the batch numbers can just be put in as well, and they may not be real as well. But, it's there's no guarantee. The only way to check is if you do all the checks, like you check under the cap and you check the batch number and all those other things. But anyway, this is becoming lengthy. So that was the basic presentation for Green Irish Tweed by Creed. So now we'll move on to the scent. So in terms of the scent, the accords of Green Irish Tweed is that it is classified as a woody, fresh fragrance, and some may even say it is an aquatic given the lemon verbena and iris. It is clean and crisp and very classy. It is rich, green, spicy, and sporty to wear. The top notes are lemon, French verbena, and Florentine iris. The mid notes are violet leaves, and the base notes are Mysore sandalwood and ambergris. Green Irish Tweed starts off very fresh and green with the lemon verbena and iris. It stays that way for a few hours, roughly about 3 hours or so, and sometimes even longer. The dry down is pretty amazing with the signature ambergris and sandalwood combination. The scent is somewhat linear, and that's what I really enjoy about it. Ambergris comes to the forefront in the end. Even still, the top and middle notes are still evident on your skin and never completely go away, which is what I really like about this, and that's a sign of a quality fragrance with quality ingredients used to make it. So Green Irish Tweed is often compared to two other scents, Davidoff's Cool Water and Bond No. 9's Che Bond. But to me, yes, there are similarities, but there is no comparison. Firstly, Cool Water is a marine aquatic batch of chemicals that is very loud and smells just average. The top is a little unpleasant, but the dry down is definitely much better. Overspraying Cool Water will definitely cause you a headache or maybe even a sneeze reflex if you walk by. Cool Water is just similar to GIT, but I feel the comparison is like saying Taco Bell is like authentic Mexican food or Pizza Hut is like traditional Italian food. So the second one is Che Bond by Bond No. 9. Yes, Che Bond is much better, and that's because it starts off similar to GIT, but it takes a sweeter turn. Che Bond is supported by a herbal tea, accord, and vanilla, which GIT stays green and fresh. Both are good fragrances depending on what you want, but just because something is similar doesn't mean that you can really compare them and that they're equal. Green Irish Tweed has stood the test of time and continues to be a trendsetter that others follow. Green Irish Tweed is definitely one fragrance that every gentleman needs to have in their scent arsenal. A true classic it is, indeed. So that was my take on the scent for Green Irish Tweed. Now we will move on to the rating. So in terms of the rating, as for uniqueness and distinction, I will give Green Irish Tweed a 9 out of 10. People often compare this to Cool Water by Davidoff or Che Bond by Bond No. 9. But this came out first, so it's unfair to say that this smells like those other fragrances. It's like telling a father, you look like your son. Rather, it's the son that looks like the father. In terms of longevity, I will give it a 9 out of 10. It lasts easily about 8 to 10 hours on my skin. For projection, I give it a 9 out of 10. In terms of sillage also, same 9 out of 10. It projects for about 2 to 3 hours or even longer than that. Versatility, easily a 9 out of 10. I think this can be pulled off by men of all ages. It doesn't come off as too youngish nor too oldish. It's a great spring fragrance because of the notes and the scent itself, but I think it would do well in the summer and the fall also. It can be worn formal or casual, dressed up or dressed down. It's extremely versatile. It can even be worn at night or in the winter if you are indoors or in like climate controlled environments. The presentation, 8 out of 10. It is designed as nicely as most other Creeds are, and the black finish on the 4-ounce bottle makes it really stand out. In terms of the Scentonomic factor, I give it a 9 out of 10 as well. For $150 on FragranceNet, I think that's a decent price for a Creed fragrance. That's easily more than half off. I don't understand why people are not just jumping on this. However, if you want a peace of mind and are worried about fakes, then just go ahead and save up and buy it retail from Creed or from a Creed outlet. Overall, I give Green Irish Tweed a 9 out of 10. It's a great scent, and there is so much more I can say about it in terms of praise. There's obviously a reason why many people in the fragrance community have spoken positively about it. It has stood the test of time and still works like a charm. So that was my review of Green Irish Tweed by Creed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also, please comment down below and let me know your experiences with GIT, or let me know your thoughts on GIT versus Cool Water or Che Bond, or just the controversy in general. Once again, thank you very much for watching the video and showing your support. I truly appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. I wish you all a wonderful day. This is Nabeel signing off from Scentonomics, where every scent counts.